Hi, good afternoon. My name is Sarah. You're Teresa, correct?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Teresa. So, like I said, my name is Sarah. I'm a social worker here and I specialize in working with children and families. Um, Before we get started, can I get you anything to drink? Would you like a soda or water or anything?
No, I'm good. What's a social worker?
That is a great question. I'm really glad you asked that. A social worker can be a lot of different things, but what I do specifically is I do counseling services, both one-on-one, like we're doing today, or in group sessions, like with other people your age or with a whole family together. Um, I also work on advocating for my clients, and what that means is that I work really hard to make sure that like my clients have everything available to them that they could use to help them through their situation.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else? Does that kind of help you out a little
Yeah, that makes sense.
bit?
It's
Okay.
kind of cool.
Awesome. I'm glad you think that. All right. So we'll get started. This is our first session, so I'm going to try and keep it kind of short. But we'll get to know each other. We'll go over a few things, and we'll try and set some goals for us to work on over the sessions that we're going to have. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right. Yeah, I want you to know that like you're not alone in coming here for help. A lot of people your age do it. What it's gonna do is that, the more you're able to share with me and to open up with me, the better I'm gonna be able to help you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, what I understand that you are here because you need some parenting help. You have a son?
I do, yeah.
How old is he?
2. His name's Cameron.
Oh, that's so much fun. They're really fun at that age, but
yeah, they're kind of crazy.
I imagine it must be pretty difficult since you're still so young yourself.
Yeah, it's really hard, like waking up and going to school, and it's just kind of overwhelming sometimes.
Mm-hmm. What kind of things like make it overwhelming? What does he do that makes it difficult for you?
He like cried all the time when he was a baby, and I get like babies cry, but I don't know. I feel like something was just like wrong. He literally cried all the time, and then he doesn't really cry that much anymore. But he's just like off the wall, like hyper, just running around, getting into literally everything. And I'm tired when I get home from school, and I just feel like I don't have any energy to keep up with him. He just makes me like super mad sometimes.
I can see how that would make it really difficult and really frustrating for you.
Yeah.
What happens when he gets so hyper and so acting up? Like when you say it like makes you frustrated and angry, what do you do when that happens?
Sometimes it's like not very good.
It's not very good. What do you mean by that?
Well, I know it's like really wrong and I feel really bad about it, but sometimes I don't know what to do, and so I hit him before.
Okay.
And I really don't want to do it again, and that's kind of why I'm here.
That's really good. It's good for you to have that feeling, even though it's a bad feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that you don't ever want to do that again is a really good step. Yeah, so that will make that our number one priority, working on how to manage your anger and your frustration. We've got a lot of options we can try. We'll find one that works for you, don't worry.
How do you know that it will work? I just like don't want to try something and have it fail again.
Okay. That's understandable. But you're not failing. A lot of new mothers, regardless of their age, take a while to adjust. You're a new mom. He may be too, but you have a long way to go with him. You're gonna find your groove. You're gonna find everything that works for you, but you're not alone in everything that you've gone through. So mothers everywhere have gone through it. So don't worry. We'll find something that works for you.
Okay.
And also because, you came to ask for help. Asking for help is the most difficult thing you can do in any situation. So you were brave enough to do that. So I have all the faith in the world in you that we'll get through this together.
Yes, you're right.
Okay, so how about we take a look at a couple of the goals right now that I think we're gonna work on for you.
Okay.
So for managing your anger and your frustration, I think it would be really good for us to try a youth anger management program for you. How would you feel about trying something like that?
Kind of nervous. I feel like it'd be really helpful, but like, what if there's somebody from school or somebody I know?
That's understandable. What we can do is I want you to try it at least once.
Okay.
If you feel uncomfortable for any reason, just tell me at our next session, and we'll find something else to try.
Okay.
Because we don't need to do something just to do it. So.
Right. Okay.
Is there anything that you specifically want to work on also?
Yeah, I guess just like knowing like how to be like a better parent and like what to do like when he starts getting older, and I don't know. I feel like I just don't really know how to talk to him or what to say when he gets older, and like what rules to make and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. That's good. So what I can do for you, I don't have a lot of experience with parenting classes, but I'll do my own little research for you, and I'll find one. I'll look for more like a teen mom's parenting class.
Cool.
That way you'll be with people who are your age, who are going through what you're going through, and hopefully you guys can help each other in more than one way.
Yeah.
So that'll be what I'll do for you. What I'll make my project for our next week, for us in our next session.
Sounds good.
Was there anything else that you want to talk about?
No.
No. What other stuff is going on for you? Like, I know you talk about like worrying about seeing people at school. Is school an issue, or do you like school? Or
actually, I really like school a lot. I had this like dream of being a nurse, but I feel like I can't really do that now because I'm already a parent and I have to just take whatever work I can get. Like, I don't really think I can go to college.
Okay. I think it's really wonderful that you want to be a nurse. That is such a worthwhile and amazing career. You can still go to college. What specific, are there other reasons other than the fact that you have your son that you're worried about not being able to go to college?
I think it's just like financially. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to afford it.
Okay. College is expensive, that's true. But there are lots of financial options for you. And with Cameron, lots of schools nowadays have some sort of a daycare available, either like on campus or very close by. So that shouldn't be an issue. I mean, I know people that brought their kids to class with them. So
really,
yeah, it happens. When you're a mom, you have to do what it takes. But having a kid doesn't have to stop you from, living out your dream. And if you do that, you'll be even better prepared to, provide an even better life for you and Cameron. Yeah, there are just lots of options available to us that we can look over for you.
Okay, that sounds good.
So we are almost out of time today. We'll definitely tackle all of these issues throughout our sessions together. But how about we just wrap up and we'll go over what we're going to do for next week.
Okay.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the first appointment at the anger management class for you. And what I want you to do is I'm going to give you a notebook, and anytime that you feel angry and also after the class, I want you to write about it.
Okay.
and then bring it with you next week, and we'll talk about it.
Okay. I think I can do that.
You can do that? Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some research on the parenting class for you.
Okay.
And I'll have that ready for you next week.
Okay.
All right. Well, I just want to thank you for being so open with me this first session. I know it was probably difficult for you.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you. I look forward to working with you over the next week.
Thanks.